Okay, let's do some of these analysis questions. For this part, you might need your periodic table. If yours is still at school, there's one in here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so we can see it. We can just use this one if you want. Remember, one of the very first things we did during chemistry is we sorted the periodic table into metal atoms. All of the blue ones here on the left are metal atoms and non-metal atoms. All of the yellow ones on the top right plus hydrogen are non-metal atoms. And some of these here on the border are called metalloids or semi-metals. Sometimes they act like metals, sometimes they act like non-metals. We're mostly going to talk about the pure nonmetals and pure metals. So let's take a look here at question 9. We're going to look at the chemical formulas for each of the groups that we sorted above, and we're going to use this periodic table to help us. So question A is asking which group is made of only metal atoms, which group is made of only non-metal atoms is B, and which group is made of both metal and non-metal atoms. So I'm going to scroll back up to our table here. Let's take a look at group A. Group A has copper chloride, calcium chloride, and sodium chloride. So let's find some of those. Copper is right here in the middle. It's blue, so that one is a metal. And chloride is what we call it when it's in the compound. But remember, the atom is chlorine, and that's way over here on the right. That's a yellow nonmetal atom. So copper and chlorine are a metal and a nonmetal. What about calcium and chlorine? Well, calcium's over here on the left. That's another metal. Chlorine is still a nonmetal over here. And sodium and chlorine. Sodium's way over here on the very left, metal. And chlorine over here on the right still, non-metal. So it looks like group A is made of metal and non-metal atoms. We should put A in there for part C. Let's look at group B. H is hydrogen. That's up here on the top left. That's a non-metal. And oxygen over here on the right is also a non-metal. It seems like these ones are made of non-metals. Let's check carbon and hydrogen and oxygen. Carbon is over here. That's a non-metal. Hydrogen's in the same place it was before, as is oxygen. Those are all also non-metals. And if we look at sugar, that's also made of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So it seems like group B is made of only non-metal atoms. Let's put group B right here. Group C, aluminum and copper. Aluminum is right here. Copper, again, is down here. Those are both blue, so that means they're both metal atoms. That looks like it should go here. Substances made out of only metal atoms. And then the last one, group D, silicon. Silicon is one of those metalloids, or the semi-metals. Let's look at the rest of these and see generally what the trend is. Oxygen is a non-metal. Carbon, we know, is a non-metal, and hydrogen is a non-metal. So everything in there except for silicon is a non-metal. Silicon is a metalloid, so I think this group D should go right here still. Substances that are made out of only non-metal atoms. And it seems like in this case, silicon is acting like a non-metal. Okay, so now we have some rules. The rest of this lesson is going to ask you to apply those rules, to finish some sentences by doing some multiple choice, to make some predictions, and then answer a few more questions about what we now think is in that bathtub now that we have some evidence about what conducts electricity and what doesn't conduct electricity. Good luck. Make sure to email or Schoology message your teacher if you have any questions. Have a great week. Bye.